Hey guys, it's Chris. I am actually on my way to my mother's house again. I haven't uploaded that other video where you guys helped me so graciously go to my mom's because she lives 2 towns away. Excuse me. She lives 2 towns away, and I don't know if you know, but someone with agoraphobia, that's really hard to drive 2 towns away. I really do not drive outside of my little circle, which is, you know, the little strip mall that is down the street, the post office, maybe Walgreens to pick up my prescription, but I usually get Marin to do that on his way home, that kind of stuff. So, anyway, so I'm doing another video today because I'm going to my mother's again, and I thought I would bring you along. Come with me. This is a come with me video. It's kind of funny too because I'm going to my mom's to help her set up for a tag sale. You guys, post below. What do you think about tag sales? Yard sales, garage sales? I don't know what you guys call them in your neck of the woods. We call them tag sales here in Connecticut. I like going to them. You know, like when I need something. Like I have so much crap right now in my house, I don't need anything, so I don't go, because then I'll just be tempted to purchase other people's crap that will now be crap in my house. Like I don't really, you know, need it. But in general, I really, really love tag sales. You can get great deals, that kind of stuff. Here's some of my pet peeves. Some of my pet peeves are people who put big ticket items out at tag sales. Nobody's going to, like, if you're selling a couch set for say, or whatever, a couch and love seat set, whatever, for $150, no one's going to have $150 at a tag sale. You don't bring $150 with you when you go tag sailing. So, that's one of my pet peeves, because it drives me crazy. And of course, the sun's not working with me today. It's going to be dark. It can't be behind me. It has to be, like, directly in front of me, of course. So, that's one of my pet peeves. So when I see big ticket items like that at a tag sale, it kind of drives me crazy. My other pet peeve is of tag sales, not from the shopping end. That's really my only biggest pet peeve from the shopping end. You know what I mean? Is when people put big ticket items out, because it's just silly to me. Put those in the classified ads. You're not, you know, you drag this couch and love seat outside, you know, and like I said, people don't have $150 just like laying on them, and if they do, you know what I mean, they want a tag sale. They want to go to other sales too and see what they can get. I don't know, pet peeve. People who sell pets. Oh, people who sell pets at tag sales. Oh my God, can't stand that. That drives me nuts. I firmly believe if you're going to sell a pet, that, in fact, I never sell a pet. Any animals that I've had to give away due to moving, I have very vigorously interviewed the person, seen their house, made sure that they were, you know, the right match for the animal, kind of thing, because it's, you know, animals are family, you know, and so I would never just sell a pet to an animal, I mean, to a person at a tag sale. I don't know. You don't know that person. You have no idea. You don't know anything about that person. I don't like that. My next pet peeve is about doing tag sales. My mom she lives in a condo community. It's actually, it's not like my condo community where it's more of like a neighborhood. It's called a PUD. It's a public urban development or something like that. I don't know. So yes, they have condo association, they have condo rules, that kind of stuff. Let me see if I move this, will that help at all with the light? I don't know. So it kind of goes along the same lines, but they have a community-wide tag sale, and you can never get in. Like I'll go there, I have to go there tomorrow to help her, and I'm not going to be able to get in. Like, they park on both sides of the street. It's really kind of crazy, and you just can't get in. It drives me nuts. So parking is always nuts as far as that goes. But most of them around here are like, you know, just houses, you know, they're, you know, you have the signs on the corner. But like my biggest pet peeve is like, I don't do tags. Like she said to me, I'm sorry guys, I just woke up a little while ago and my, I always have a frog in my throat. I think it's because I sleep with the air conditioner on. Actually, it's not the air conditioner, it's the fan from the air conditioner, but still I think it just gives me, I don't know, sinus issues or whatever. Setting up for the tag sale. So she says to me, okay, Chris, you want to, you know, I need your help, which is, you know, it's fine. I get it, whatever. So we're going to drag all the crap out of her house, mark it, and, oh, I have other pet peeves about tag sales, but my main one, like I said, is setting up. And, you know, to me, to do that, to make, I don't know, like $400. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that sounds snobby-ish of me, but let's see if this works any better. Probably not. It might sound snobbish of me, but I just don't. I would rather put a classified ad in if it's a big ticket item. My little knickknacks and junk, I just throw in the garbage, or I give to Goodwill or Salvation Army or something like that. Like, I don't have the time and energy to do that. And what I can't stand about it is the whole, you know, put together and then the whole breakdown. And, you know, when you don't sell the stuff, you gotta drag all your crap back in. And I can't stand, I have to help her tomorrow run this thing, and it's my least favorite thing to do. Even more than the pulling the crap out and putting it back. My least favorite thing to do is running the tag sale, because number one, you always have the people who show you your tag sale is labeled like, say, 8 to 4, right? Oh my god, this light is horrible. Oh, whatever, I'll fix it. I'll fix it in editor, but it's 8 to 4. You always have the people who show up at 7 o'clock while you're setting up. Drives me insane. And they just walk in and they start looking, and it's like, look at the sign. 8, not 7. Like, you can't, if you go to a store, right, you can't just walk into the store at 7 o'clock when the store opens at 8. That drives me insane. I can't stand it. It drives me really, really, really crazy. It really does. I can't stand it. And then people who nickel and dime you over $1. Like, anytime I go to a tag sale, I bring, like, say, maybe $20 with me, you know, $30, $40, whatever with me. And I, you know, I mean, if someone's asking $1 for a book, I give them the $1. Like, I love the people who turn around and they're like, oh, I only have 50 cents. Will you take 50 cents? And so then you take it, right? And you go, oh, okay, fine, you take it. And then you see them with their little cart going to the next tag sale and whipping out their wallet with money in it. You know what I mean? Like, come on, people. Like, it's a tag sale. Like, whatever it's marked. I always mark my stuff when I did do it with the lowest possible price I would take. And that's it. And, you know, and what never fails is the people who say, oh, I only got 50 cents on me. They go to another, they're like, oh, okay, thank you, whatever. They go to another tag sale. And sure enough, they're always back, and they always somehow find that extra 50 cents. And they say that, too. Oh, I found this in my pocket, or something like that, you know. So you end up getting the price that you wanted, but if you really stick to your guns. But it's always the same people, and it just, oh my god. This is such a stupid rant, you guys, but it just drives me insane. It drives me absolutely cuckoo. I can't stand it. And the other thing I can't stand is the women who bring their kids, which is fine, you know what I mean? And the kids play with all your kids', you know, toys or whatever toys you got going on. That's all cool and well and good and everything. But, you know, they're crying, you know, oh, Mom, I want this G.I. Joe or whatever. And Mom's got a cart full of stuff for herself, right? And she's like, no. And she doesn't, like, even acknowledge the kid. It's just kind of like, no. Like, just, you know, like, pushes the kid off. Like, you know, I'm like, buy your kid something, for Christ's sakes. Like, you know, it's just so ridiculous. It's like, you can buy all this stuff for yourself, but you can't, you know, dish out 25 cents for a G.I. Joe for the kid, you know, but you're dragging him to these boring tag sales. Like, give him something to play with, you know? That drives me crazy. What else about tag sales? I can't believe I'm doing like this gripe rant on tag sales, but it just really does drive me crazy. What else about tag sales? What else? Like I said, I can't stand that. I am the worst person. Like, my mom wants me to go tomorrow, help her run it. I'm the worst person. Because, and it's funny too, because when my grandmother was around and we used to do tag sales, it's kind of not the same without Grams anymore, because we used to do tag sales and she used to bring her stuff. My aunt would bring her stuff, everything like that. And, you know, so you never know whose stuff is whose. You're sort of like, you know, oh, my stuff's going to be on this table. Your stuff's going to be on this table. My grandmother would always, like, go around and, like, move stuff. You know, I don't know why, but she would move like my stuff to someone else's table or whatever. Like, I think if she thought like her stuff wasn't getting enough exposure, you know, her 25-cent items weren't getting enough exposure, she would move stuff. And so then when someone was like, oh, you know, how much will you take for this? And, you know, say I marked something $1, right? And she's like, oh, $0.25. You know, so then I'll be like, hey, where'd my such and such go? And she goes, oh, I sold it. Here. And she hands me $0.25. I'm like, $0.25? Grandma's asking $1. She's like, oh, well, I gave it to him for $0.25. Like, I miss that. Like, oh my God. Because it's not about the money. It's not about the money. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, you're getting rid of your crap and you're just, you know, and someone else gets it for a good bargain. Like, whatever, who cares? You know, it's not really that big of a deal. So when my grandmother does it, when people try to haggle me down, that drives me crazy. But when my grandmother does it, of course, she was like in her 80s. Like, I'm not going to argue with Grams. So that was always fun. And so now that my Grams is not around, it's, you know, it's kind of hard. I don't know. Like, I just associate tag sales with my Grams. And so it's just very difficult now that she's not here anymore. And maybe that sounds silly, but, you know, sometimes you just do certain things with certain people, and then when they're not around, it's kind of like, oh, man. You know, and she would sit there faithfully and, you know, and always be willing to help customers at a really, really good price. So, if you ever saw my grandmother at a tag sale, come to ours, because she's going to give you everything 75% off, you know, that kind of thing. Not her stuff, but, you know, oh no, I really can't take that. You know, she'd have like a teacup or something. No, I really can't take that. But everybody else in the family, their stuff was free game for like 75% off, you know. So it was just so funny. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm not looking forward to this whatsoever. I am not looking forward to this tag sale. I'm not looking forward to doing it, but my mom has been so sick. Obviously, I have to help her. And Dante, and I'm laughing because she's telling me that Dante's going to help. Okay. They're doing construction. I don't know if you can see the big trucks back there, but they're supposedly getting ready to pave this road. So you know how they lay down all those rocks and everything first? So, you know, they get into your car and, you know, your undercarriage and scratch up your car. I love it. So I'm not looking forward to this whole thing, but what are you going to do? You got to do what you got to do for your family. So, you know, that's just the way that's the way the cookie crumbles. So, or on Glee. Did any of you guys watch Glee? That's the way Sue sees it. I find Sue Sylvester on Glee absolutely hysterical. But if they got rid of Sue, I don't think I would watch Glee anymore. Like, I like Glee. I like it. It's not, I DVR it, so it's not like something I have to watch, because the originals is on at the same time, and I have to watch the originals when it's on. So I DVR Glee. I DVR Dance Moms. I know. Dance Moms is like a train wreck that I just cannot stop watching. Like, how in the world does this woman teach these children to dance? I took dance for 10 years, like 8 to 10 years or something like that, and my teacher showed us the steps. She physically did the steps, right? And oh my God, it was like, I don't understand how this woman teaches. It's just, and I know it's a reality in quote show, so I know it's not like real or anything, like, you know, I mean, it's real, she has a company, whatever, but she's like turning herself into a monopoly. Now she's doing a kind of like flipping, you know, like how the real estate flipper, you know, flip that house or whatever. Now she's doing flip, you know, like flip the dance studio, where she's helping other choreographers make their dance studios better and all this other stuff. So I don't know. So anyway, guys, I'm almost at my mom's. I just thought I would put that out there. I'm sure I'm not gonna look like this when I get done on my way home, when I speak to you guys, because I'm probably gonna be so frustrated and my allergies are gonna be going crazy from all the dust, and I don't know, I'll probably be really bitchy. But, you know, I mean, you just gotta do what you gotta do with your family. You know, you gotta help them out. You gotta, you know, you only got one moms and pops, you know, and, you know, they're not here forever, so you got to do it. But, oh, the funny thing I wanted to say is that my mom seems to think she's going to get Dante to help. I love it, because every time I bring Dante to the tag sale, he's always upstairs in the computer room on the computer. Like, he never helps, ever. But she's like, make sure you bring Dante. I'm going to put him to work. I'm like, you're not going to put him to work. You've never put him to work. You're so full of it. It's so hysterical. But anyway, I am on my way. Oh, another pet peeve. This is really pretty funny, actually. Did you ever, like, just because I passed one of my mom's neighbors and I happen to know them, so it's actually pretty funny. Did you ever, oh, my dad's sitting in the garage. I'm trying to pull up. Her curbs are so dangerous. Her curbs will take out your tire in 2.2 seconds. So I want to park close, but not too close. What was I saying? Oh, did you ever, like, go into a grocery store and, because I just passed one of her neighbors who I happen to be friendly with. Like, I know him, right? And his family. And, I saw him in the grocery store the other day, and he saw me, obviously, and he, like, quickly turned his cart and, like, walked away. Like, not even a hello. Like, I love that. That drives me absolutely crazy. Like, oh, yeah, pretend you don't know me. Like, can't you just say hi? You know what I mean? Like, we don't have to have a major conversation or anything like that, but I know some people are not good in social situations, so, you know, I get it, but I just find that hysterical. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna be off. I'm gonna go help moms, and I will be back later. Bye. Hey, guys, it's me again. Okay, did all the, lovely tag sale stuff. Ugh. What a pain in the butt. Let me tell you. Oh, but I got some stuff from the tag sale. I got this 13-piece serving set. And it's all like that Melamar kind of stuff. That Melamar stuff that I've been looking for. It's really cool. It's got 4 tumblers, which I wanted. 4 plates, 4 small bowls, and 1 large serving bowl. Don't really need the serving bowl, but whatever. I wish I could have like 4 of these. I wish she had 4 of them, but she didn't. So I saw that. So she's like, well, take it. I'm like, okay, I will. Thanks, Mom. And then I got from my cross collection, ta-da! This great big iron, like, well, iron, whatever kind of cross, terracotta looking, beautiful. So that will be added to my wall. So that's what I got from the tag sale. But I feel so bad. Ugh, I feel so awful for my mom, because what we did is we put all this stuff on the, we put all this stuff on tables, and then, you know, they start so early in the morning, these stupid tag sales. So I can't be there tomorrow super early because Dante's having a sleepover tonight with a friend. So I said, well, have Dad help you bring the tables from the garage, because they already have stuff on them, so you got to kind of be careful. She said, have Dad take the tables from the garage out into the, you know, into the driveway. She's like, oh, he won't help me. He already said he wouldn't help me. And she's like, he'll be sleeping. I'm like, so make him get up. She can't move those tables by herself. Okay, I really shouldn't bitch and moan about my parents on YouTube, but it just drives me crazy. I'm like, Mom, if you tell him that he needs to help you move the tables, then he should help you move the tables. She's like, he won't. There's no way for me to be there that early. I don't know what to, you know, like I said, I got the kids. I don't know what to do. So anyway, that's done. There's 2 other tables that need to be set up, because she has a $1 table. Instead of marking everything individually, she's got a $1 table, a $2 table, a $3 table, and then she's gonna have like a $5 table. And she's just gonna put this stuff on there. So that way, man, this thing is shaking. It's driving me crazy. Anyway, so she's gonna put that stuff on there. So You know, I mean, people you know from the $5 table are going to say, can I give you $4 or $3 or whatever, you know. But whatever, that's the tag sale thing, and I know. So, she didn't really have a lot of stuff either. I was kind of surprised. So, she said she's got more, like, glassware and stuff. And some of the stuff we pulled out was, like, really good, like, my grandmother's china. I was like, Mom, you can't sell this. Like, bring this to a consignment store. You know? Don't just sell that. It's kind of crazy, you know? They don't sell it at tag sale. So she's gonna bring it to a consignment store. I'm like, you can't do that. So anyway, what do I hate about, oh, and then I told her, I said, when the tag sale's done, just put free on everything. You know what I mean? Like when it's like after a couple hours after it's done, you know, just put free on the tables and let people just come, you know, get your, you know, take everything off your tables, and that way you don't have to bring anything back in. She's like, well, I could put it free out on the curb. I'm like, why don't you just put free? And that's what's funny too. That's what I love about tag sales too. Love, I'm using love. I don't really mean love. I mean, can't stand. But when you put, a lot of people will just purposely, they always do, they come with trucks and they will cruise the neighborhood, you know, at the end for all the free stuff. I'm like, really, people? Really? So, Mr. Bus, I was going to let Mr. Bus Driver go, but he decided to let me go. Thank you, Mr. Bus Driver. So, yeah, so they don't go to the tag sales, they just wait till the tag sale's over, and then they, you know. I'm like, okay. They come with their trucks and they pick all the stuff up. But anyway, anywho, so that was my come with me video and my rant. Oops, bus stop. Have to stop for the buses. About tag sales. I don't know, you guys. Post below. You love them, you hate them. I mean, from a shopper's point of view, I get it. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of like them, you know, but from like actually doing them and bringing the stuff in and whatever and labeling everything and haggling with people, do you like that part? Because I know I can't stand it. So, oh, and I drove my mom's new car today. It's really cool. She got a Mazda 6, and it was funny because she's had Subarus since I can remember. Before it was Subarus, it was Hondas, but ever since she got her first Subaru, she's had Subarus, the Outbacks, the wagons, you know? And, so when they came back from Arizona, she needed like $6,000 worth of work on her car. And she's like, it's not worth it. Like, you know, they were telling her you could probably get another 100,000 miles if you did the work, but she really didn't want to, you know, put $6,000 in. So they got a new car. I'm totally dark right now. I hope you guys can see me. But, so they went out shopping for cars, and she got a 2013 Mazda 6. I mean, this thing, you don't even have to, you don't use the key to start it. There's no key button. You just put your foot on the gas, and the little start button lights up, and you hit it, and it turns on, and it was really cool. So I had all the windows rolled down. I had the sunroof open. I had the radio cranking, so I just took it around the neighborhood or whatever. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I'm just so used to driving a Standard that it's a little weird, but, and it's not as big as her Subaru. I'm kind of surprised she didn't just get another Subaru, because there's not as much space in the car. It's not as big of a car, but because obviously the other one was a wagon, and she used to fill that thing up. So what I'm hoping, this is my hope, my mom is like such a hoarder of anything. Like, she'll go to Goodwill and just buy, you know, tchotchkes and stuff like that, like stuff she totally doesn't need, but because it was such a good deal, she's gonna buy it. She'll find a use for it. She actually has a closet full of stuff, like whether it's little girls' clothes. We don't have any little girls. Like, she has a closet full of stuff. She goes, no, this is for, you know, Madeline, or this is for so-and-so for Christmas. And then what's so funny is she forgets about the closet. She absolutely totally forgets about the closet and goes out and buys them a gift. So she has a closet full of stuff that she intends on using and then never actually ends up using. It's really, really funny. So I'm just like, I said that to her. I said, Mom, did you go through your closet full of gifts? Because, like, if I have to go to a baby shower or something like that, she'll be like, oh, go through my closet. It cracks me up. It just really cracks me up. I don't know. Do any of your, you know, parents or aunts or uncles do that? I don't know. I'm sure it's not that uncommon, but it's funny. So she has the gift closet full of stuff that she always forgets that it's there, and then buys new gifts. I don't know. It's pretty funny. So, what else was I saying? Oh, so what I'm hoping for since her car is smaller and she can't fit as much stuff in the back, like it has a good sized trunk and the seats fold down and all that stuff, which is nice, but it's not the station wagon, you know what I mean, kind of thing. So what I'm hoping is that she will not buy as much stuff because she won't be able to fit as much stuff in her car, because she will buy a lot of this stuff and leave it. What she would do with the Subaru is leave it in the back, in the station wagon part. So my dad never like actually saw it. You know what I mean? So she would have a car full of stuff. So, you know, and she would say something like, oh, I got you something. It's in the back of my car. It's always in the back of her car. You know, I swear to God, she could open that trunk and like just sell crap out of there. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you know, here's her store. So I'm hoping that because her car is a little smaller, that maybe she won't have to, you know, buy as much stuff, because she'll say, I can't fit it. But she said to me the other day, what did she say? She said something about, oh, bringing the stuff. She goes, after the tag sale, do you think you and Maren could come over and bring the stuff to Goodwill, like whatever I don't sell? I said, no, Mom, you put that on the curb for free and let people take it. No, like we're not like now making a whole nother trip. Like, you know, you've been on your feet all day doing all this stuff. No, like that's just kind of ridiculous. So, you know, I convinced her, I'm like, just do the free thing. I mean, like, you were tag selling it for $5 or $2 anyway. Like, just put it free, let people come pick it up. Whatever, you know they will. So anyway, guys, I'm just about home. I think I'm going to stop at Starbucks. I really want to stop at Ulta. I wanted to get a bigger size of that dry hair shampoo when I did my empty video, if you guys saw it, because I'm really, really liking that. I need to get my brows tinted and waxed, so I wanted to go to the brow bar, but Dante's going to be home in like 15 minutes, and I know he's going to want to have his friend over like ASAP, if his friend does not actually walk in through the door with him. So I'm probably not going to be able to do that stuff today, but I'm feeling good today. So, and I wanted to thank all of you guys, seriously, for all your encouragement. You know, I had put in one of my, I think in the Random Act of Kindness video, and I haven't uploaded it yet, but my last video on my way to my mom's, and I explained, and I said, you know, thank you for the encouragement on my simple little feat, you know, my simple little accomplishment, and you guys were so wonderful. I have the best subscribers and friends ever on Facebook and YouTube. I really seriously do. I don't care these people who have like, you know, 12,000 subscribers. I don't care. You know, they don't even know those people. Like, I really feel like, especially with the pen pals and stuff like that I'm really getting to know you guys, and I absolutely love it. And you guys just posting your words of encouragement were so great, because, you know, people were like, it's not a little feat. And I'm like, you know, I know it's not for someone who has it, it's not a little feat, but a little accomplishment. But for people who don't have it, they probably think, well, what's the big deal? It's two, you know, towns over. Like, what's your issue? Like, just get in the car and drive, you know? So, but I want to really, really seriously, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for the encouragement and for the kind words and the congratulations, and like you guys being excited for me, because that really kind of helps me. Like, it helped me today to get, you know, out and going and getting dressed and just doing what I needed to do. And I really, really appreciate it. Sincerely, you guys are totally awesome. I love it. I know a couple people have questioned about the pen pals. I just want to bring that up. I'm still doing the pen pals. You guys want to pen pal me, please email me. I will send you my address. And for those of you, I'll just repeat really quickly how it works is that you send me a letter. I send you my address. You send me a letter with like your likes, dislikes, a little, of course, about you. You know, I want to know about you. And hobbies, things you collect, that kind of stuff, so that I can send a little goodie off to you. I am so behind on that, you guys. I've been like wax testing and all this this stuff, and it just really takes up a lot of time. People don't understand how much time, like if you're going to do it correctly, they really don't get how much time it really takes up. You know, plus I have family things with my parents being sick and everything like that, and I have other obligations. So, you know, I don't want anybody to think that I'm not going to do it. I'm absolutely going to do it. In fact, some of the letters have already been written, and I know Ange Call, she's got a YouTube video. I love her. She's awesome. She's doing Nutrisystem right now, so go Ange. I did that before and lost 50 pounds, but then I gained it back. So hopefully she doesn't gain it back. But she was like, I don't even need a goodie, just like write me back. And I was like, ew, but I want to, you know? So I don't know. I'm kind of stubborn in that sense. So what's keeping me up is the goodies. Like what's holding me up is the goodies. Because I really want to get you guys things that you want, personalized kind of things. You know, I don't want to just throw in anything, you know? Like, oh, gee, thanks for the pencil. You know, kind of thing. I mean, you guys know I wouldn't like give me a pencil, but you know what I'm saying. Like, so that's kind of hard finding the time, especially with mom needing more of my attention now and more of my help. So, but it will get done. I swear to you, a little bit at a time, it will get done. Probably one letter. You know, if I could do one letter a week, go shopping once a week for that one person and do that, that's what starting, you know, next week, that's what I'm going to do, because I'm just going to put my mind to it. Actually, it doesn't even have to be next week. It can be, I get paid on the 3rd, so it can be then. And so I'm just going to do it that way, because otherwise I kind of get overwhelmed, you know. I mean, I've talked about it before, I think, like, you know, the whole list thing. I get really overwhelmed, and I look at the box of stuff, and I'm like, oh my God, look at all these letters I have to answer. And that, like, it's a chore, because I love it. I love it. I love to do it. I love to write. And so I'd say, like I said, most of the letters are written. It's just the gifty gifts aren't bought yet. So, but I do have a list of like everyone's likes and hobbies and stuff like that. So I'll probably just take a day and just go, you know, and do that. You know, at least for like 3 or 4 of you, try to knock that out and then send it on its way. So, you guys do have it coming, anyway. And I know people have been messaging me and saying to me, I want to be your pen pal, but I'm waiting on a gift that's supposed to arrive. You guys, it's not necessary for you guys to send me gifts. You know, I just want to reiterate that. I mean, I'm never going to tell anybody, no, don't send me a gift, because I don't want to be rude. You know what I mean? Obviously, you guys are doing this out of the bottom goodness of your heart, you know, and putting a lot of thought into this. And so I would never, ever insult anybody by saying that. I just want you guys to remember it's not necessary. So if there's those of you that just want to write a letter, that's absolutely fine. You know what I mean? Like, don't think that it has to be, just draw me something. Draw me a doodle. Draw me some stick figures. You know, color me a picture with some crayons. I don't know. I'm such a kid at heart. But, so anyway, guys, I'm almost home, so I'm going to let you go, and I will talk to you later. Bye.